Hello, my name is Gabriel. I'm an Awana advocate for Awana. I do mainly the sports and camp development. So briefly, Awana is a organization. It's a children's organization, and we partner with different churches just to start their own clubs for the kids from age 3 all the way to the youth. We interact with those kids and we give them a bit of a curriculum. Really, Awana in the end is just one big community.
I've fallen in and out of love.
I'd say Awana definitely has a special place in my heart just because I grew up in the program. Initially when I was younger, faith is something that kind of just goes through one ear and out the other. Just because you're so young, you don't really understand it. And so initially I was going there just to visit friends and such, but even today, like those friends, they're still close to me today, which is really awesome. Was just building that friendship through that, and then subconsciously I think it laid a good foundation in my faith as well, especially when it goes into high school, especially the last couple years when a lot of your school friends, they start experimenting with other things, and so it really tested my faith, and in terms of pushing through those obstacles and really relying on those friends I made through Awana. Yeah, and so what Awana means to me is that it's really more of a foundation for me, and so coming full circle and working for Awana just to contribute to what made me who I am today, it really allows Awana to show other people that, hey, I personally am a product, or I'm a living example of what Awana can do to your kid. And I know I'm not the perfect one, but yeah, just in terms of some qualities I can share, I definitely learned from Awana.
And the agony's turning into thought. Oh, and nothing is what I thought it was. Oh, and nothing is what I thought it was.
The reason I'm still sitting here today telling you about why Awana has helped me so much, or why I still believe in this God that we don't see, is just because for me, I've had my doubts about whether or not what I'm believing is real, if I'm dedicating so much time, and if he doesn't exist, then it's a lot of time that's been wasted, and a lot of hours and days and years. And so a lot of people talk about evidence and proof, and that's something I've definitely witnessed. Growing up, when I was like 3 or 4 years old, I had severe asthma, and as a kid, it's not the easiest when you're just learning how to breathe and then you can't. And so with all those things going on, God has delivered me. He saved me from potentially dying, and that's because I personally feel that he still has a purpose for me, and that he didn't want me to go back to him just yet. And so that's why I continue to live my life the way I do, just trying to be a positive purpose in everyone else's lives as well, just to spread that. And I wouldn't have been able to do that without Awana, just because we talk about the foundation so much, but really it keeps you rooted in your faith. When your faith gets tested and you get past those obstacles, you get closer with him, I think, as a result. And I think in terms of what kind of foundations I was taught, aside from the gospel, which is super important already, taught a lot about in terms of how to deal with temptations, how to deal with sin, how to deal with, of course, we're in a 2018 age right now where a lot of political correctness is there. And so again, it comes down to the foundation, In the end, foundation's just the foundation of knowing what's right and what's wrong, even when it's a bit blurry, and just giving all my burden and surrendering my life to him, especially when in times of turmoil, it's easy to doubt. But I think another one of my foundations is just looking back and just all the things that I have that I take for granted. It sounds cliche, but it really does speak to me when I really think about it.